emphasis on the stability of our body with the other parts of our body moving freely without impacting that. For example, if you're doing footwork, your legs are straightening and bending, but the box of your body is staying still. So think about keeping our hips planted, our shoulders stable, everything like that while our other body parts are moving. For this series or routine, we're going to need a sticky mat, a box. I'm going to be using the arc barrel for stomach massage, for tactile feedback, to keep my hips from rocking and to keep them stable in certain exercises. If you don't have an arc barrel, you don't have to use one. I will show another hand position for the third exercise in the series. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and begin with our warm-up. Come lying on your back with 3 to 4 springs on for footwork. We're not going to be using them yet, but we do want them there. Make sure your foot bar's in the middle. It's locked in, like mine just wasn't. We're going to dangle our legs over our foot bar at the top of our calf, but we're not going to grab on with our knees and hold on like this. We're just going to dangle them gently, allow them to relax. In any position, we're not going to force them into parallel, force them into turn up. We're just going to relax our legs over. Let's go ahead and check in with our body. Let's make sure our sacrum is flat from our tailbone to our hip bones. Our ribs should all be on the mat, and the space between our sacrum and our lower rib, or our 12th rib, should have a slight curve to it or raise up slightly. Let's go ahead and inhale. Exhale, bring your ribs together as if you're wearing a corset. It was just pulled tight, but do not tuck your tailbone when you do so. Leave your sacrum heavy and flat. Let's go ahead and check in with our shoulder blades. They should be flat on the mat. A wide collarbone, soft sternum. Let's go ahead and platform our arms by our sides. We're going to go ahead and take a few deep breaths. And when we exhale, it's going to be as if there's an imaginary marble in our belly button. It's going to be very warm. And so when we exhale, it's going to sink our belly button down to our spine as if we're made of butter. Go ahead and take an inhale. Feel your lower abdominals hollow out as your marble sinks to your spine. 2 more. Shake out your neck to relieve any tension. Bring your ribs together. 1 more. Keep your sacrum heavy and flat. From here, we're going to begin adding on. Inhale. Exhale. And by using your lower abdominals, hover your right leg an inch or 2, maybe less, off the foot bar. No shifting in your hips to lift your leg. Using your lower abdominals to lift your leg and release it back down. Inhale. Lift your left leg. Release it down. 2 more each side. Make sure that your sacrum is flat and heavy. You're not tucking or tilting to lift your leg. Most likely you'll be tucking it to lift it up. But we're going to keep a neutral spine. Keep the stability in your neutral spine using the box of your body to go ahead and lift from your abdominals. One more on each side. Feel a hollowing in your lower abdominals before you attempt to lift your leg. Lower it back down. Your abdominals again. Resisting against gravity when you lower. And release. Go ahead and shake out your legs in case you've got any tension in your hip flexors from that. Arms up to the ceiling, coming out of your 12th rib or below your sternum, palms facing away from you. Without incorporating our legs and only doing a slight curl up, we're going to curl up to the level that we are able to without tucking our pelvis or incorporating any muscles aside from our abdominals. Inhale forward, exhale, nod your chin to your chest, sliding your ribs to your hips, reaching for your hips, flat sacrum. Take a look down, make sure you're not tucking or tilting, and release back down with the mat. 2 more. When you nod your chin to your chest, it's as if you have an apple or an orange beneath your chin. You don't want to smush them, but you don't want to let them roll away. You want to keep them snug. How about your lower abdominals? And release back down with the mat. Go ahead and bring your feet to Pilates feet, toes on the foot bar, heels squeezed together. If your feet were flat, you want to raise them 1.5 to 2 inches above where you normally would. Maintain this foot position. Inhale out and exhale as you resist the carriage to come back in. Inhale out and exhale. Let's go ahead and talk about the stability of the box of our body. The box of our body is from our shoulders over our hips. Are we maintaining the neutral spine with the flat sacrum? We're maintaining the curve so we're not imprinting when we push out, incorporating additional muscles. Squeeze your glutes and inner thighs, pull them together, and now release your hip flexors on the way back in. Let's go ahead and make sure that our ribs aren't flaring. We have nice wide shoulders. Let's do 3 more. Shake out your neck. Here's 1. Come in. And 2. Come in. And finally, here's 3. And go ahead and come back in. We're going to take our legs, squeeze them together, ankles, knees, and toes. Place the balls of our feet on the foot bar. Bring our toes over the foot bar as if we're hanging on like a bird on a perch. We're going to push out, driving our heels underneath the foot bar. You should feel a stretch up the back of your calf, and your hip flexors should be long. Go ahead, exhale and bring it back in. Push out again, maintaining the box of your body, staying stable. Exhale, drop your belly button as if it's a warm marble. Drop 3, and pull in. You're going to speed it up slightly. 4, squeeze your glutes out, release your hip flexors on the way in. 5, shake out your neck. 6, 7, equal time out, and equal time back in. 8, you are the master of the springs. The springs do not master you. Here's 9. And finally, here is 10. Squeeze your glutes strongly out and release your hip flexors in. Come to your heels. Release your heels so they're underneath your sits bones. We're going to adjust our body. Come slightly away from the shoulder blocks to give yourself a little bit more space. Check in on the box of your body one more time. Inhale, straighten your legs, and exhale to resist to come back in. Stand up from sitting in a chair and sit back down. Check on the curve in your lower back. Make sure that you're maintaining it and you're not imprinting your spine or collapsing your spine into the carriage as you push out or pull in. When you come back in, take a look down at your knees. You should be maintaining an even number 11 with your thighs and knees as you push out and come back in. You shouldn't allow them to come together pushing out or come together when coming in. Maintain the space. Let's do 2 more for the last count. 9. 1 more for 10. When you come in, go ahead and point your feet gently. We're just working out our feet a little bit. We're going to take our heels wide on the foot bar. pulling our toes back towards our knees. Our knees should be tracking over our big toes. We're going to be doing some sort of squats for footwork. We're going to push out, squeezing our glutes, and pull back in. When you push out, your legs will not come together, but you should be yearning your inner thighs together to get some inner thigh work. Pull your abdominals up and in. Ribs together. Here's 3 and 4. Here's 5. Squeeze your glutes, tweeze your seat. Here's 6. Shake out your neck. 7, 8, 9. On the 10th one, we're only going to come back in halfway. 10, come in halfway. Tiny 1-inch pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze your glutes. 9, 10. Come in. Release your feet. Squeeze your legs together. Knees, ankles, toes. Come up into a high forced arch or a high heel. Maintaining this position of your foot, we're going to push out and pull in for 10. On the 10th one, we're going to stay out and do some additional work. Push out on 1, squeezing your legs together. Pull in, squeezing your legs together. Maintain your legs squeezed the entire time, utilizing your inner thighs. This time we're going to exhale, following out our abs on the way out. Inhale on the way in. This is the heaviest your springs will be during footwork. Even though you did not change the spring tension, you are pushing the springs longer, therefore creating more resistance. So make sure that you're not changing the box of your body on the way out or on the way in. 7, 8. Relax your sternum. Do a little adjustment like I just did if you need to. 9. Push out on 10. Stay there. We're going to trot. Drop your right heel under, bending your left knee. Now bring your right heel up to meet the left. Drop your left heel under, bending your right knee. Bring both heels up together. Now drop right and lift. Left, lift, right, left, right, left. You may go faster. If you take 2 fingers, put them on your hips. Make sure your hips aren't rocking. You're maintaining your neutral spine, not pressing your lower spine into the mat. And you may go faster if you want, but if you are doing any of that, please slow it down slightly. This last one, stay up. We're going to drop both heels under and lift by zipping up through the center. Lift. Equal time down, equal time up. Equal time down and up and down and up. And lift, squeeze. See if you can tweeze your seat slightly here as well to engage your glutes. 7. Check on your ribs. Make sure they're not flaring and they're all in the carriage. 9. 10. Drop your heels under without raising your heels. Go ahead and start to bend your knees. Coming in slowly to the carriage. Go ahead and come to the side. We're going to do curl-ups and hundreds on the same spring tension. I like 2 springs for this. If you do your hundreds on different springs, please feel free to change them. We're going to go ahead and come back down a line. Reach behind you. Grab your handles. Bring your legs up into tabletop. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to curl up, bringing your hands to your hips. And release. Head, neck, and shoulders back down. Hollow out your lower abs. And then release. Articulate down. Vertebra by vertebra. One more. Wide collarbone. We're going to bring our hands out to a V. No wider than reformer. Platform or shoulder blades. Put slightly more tension in the pinky edge. Exhale, bringing your pinky edge down first to engage your lats. Come back up with control. your belly button. One more. And bring your arms out to a T. Engage under your lats by spiraling out to your pinky edge again. Check on your ribs so they're not flaring. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. If the apple or orange analogy did not work for you, I heard a teacher once say that it's if you're holding an egg under your chin. If you come down too close to your neck, you're going to crush the egg all over. But if you lift your chin back too far like this, you're going to lose your egg. So you want to keep your egg safe. One more. We're going to come back up to the center. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, curl up. Bring your legs to your working level. Begin the hundreds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One long, continuous exhale. See how low you can drop your belly button. Squeeze your legs together. Widen your shoulders. Shake out your neck. Soften your sternum. See if you can curl up a little bit deeper. Make sure you didn't crush your curve in your lower back. Two more. Light hand slapping on top of, as if you're slapping the top of a bowl of water. Stopping there. Curl a little deeper. Bring your knees into your chest. Raise your arms up. Press your head, neck, and shoulders down. Go ahead and place your handlebars down. Shake out your legs from side to side. We're going to come up. And if you do have handles, please change them over for foot straps. And then go ahead and change your springs to do some feet and straps. I prefer 2 heavier springs for this personally. Go ahead and drop your headrest now, because we are going to be doing some reverse ab curls. Come back down. Push out with your left foot. Put your right foot in the strap. Push out your right foot long to create tension in the strap. Put your left foot in the strap. Shimmy away from the shoulder blocks. Bring your feet into the frog. Check on the box of your body when you come into the frog. Make sure you're not tucking. You only want to come in as far as you can while you maintain the box of your body. For those of you who have hip replacements or knee problems, especially knee problems, please only come to to a tabletop level at 90 degree. Will help out with any additional tension you may feel. Inhale, exhale, push your legs straight, squeezing everything together in a turn-out position, heels together, toes apart. Bend your knees to come back into the starting position. Press out for 2, squeezing up through the inner thighs, lifting your abs up and in, knitting your ribs, and come back in and push up for 3. Relax through the sternum. Shake out your neck. If you feel as if your tension is a little light, you don't necessarily have to change it. Push your legs out a little further while maintaining your neutral spine. If that's too light, push out further. 2 more. 1. And 2. Straighten your legs straight up to the ceiling. Parallel your feet. We're going to bring them down by flexing our feet down, 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 down. We're maintaining neutral spine as low as we can go and pointing to lift our feet up where we can retain neutral spine, not flareworks like I just did. Go ahead and take 2 fingers, place them on your hips. Make sure that your pelvis isn't rocking, your sacrum staying flat. While your fingertips are on your hips, it's an excellent time to try to platform your shoulder blades a little bit more to create more space across your collarbone area. When you bring your feet to the ceiling, hollow out in the lower abs. Here's 7. 8. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings to bring your legs down. And lift with control. And 9. And lift with control. And here's 10. And lift with control. Turning your feet out to a Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. Separate your legs into a V position, no wider than your reformer. We are not going to flex or point our feet on this, but we are going to make sure that we are maintaining our neutral spine. We're going to bring our feet down. When they come down to the bottom, we will tap our heels together, and we will lift our feet back up to a V at the top, a wide V. Coming down to the heels touching Pilates V. When our heels come up, it's going to be more like the squat that we did in footwork. And 3, squeezing our inner thighs, glutes and hamstrings to get our legs together, and release. Here's 4, and release. 5, and release. 6, how's your neck? Are you maintaining your neutral spine? Flat sacrum, slight curve, ribs on, flat shoulder blades. 1 more. Bring your feet back up. Squeeze your legs together. We are going to do leg circles, no wider than the width of our reformer because we are working on stability today. We're going to separate our feet. Inhale our legs down together. Exhale to bring them back up. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze with control, and exhale to bring them back up. They may be a little slower than you're used to. We are working on the stability and control through this. I am doing my leg circles in a Pilates V. You are welcome to do them parallel, but if you start out doing parallel, moving your legs out and then in, please continue when we reverse. We move them down together and then out. We're going to reverse now. Bring your legs down together. Separate the width of the reformer. And exhale them together. Inhale. Exhale together. Here's 3. 4. And 5. Bend your knees into a frog. Go ahead and take your right foot out. Reach your right foot for the foot bar. Straighten your leg. Bring your left foot out. Go ahead and bend your knees to come in to the bumper. Keep a hold of your straps if you're able to. Come up. We are going to change our springs to 2 lighter springs. Most likely they're going to be the same 2 springs that you use for hundreds and curl-ups. At least that's the way it is for me. But we are going to be doing some reverse ab curls. Again, make sure that your headrest is down. Go ahead and come onto your back. Press out with your left foot. Put your right foot into the strap. Press your right foot straight. Bring your left foot into the strap. Press it straight. Bend both knees. Shimmy away from the shoulder rest. Platform your arms down by your sides. We are going to keep the same distance from our glutes and our heels throughout the entire exercise. Take an inhale and an exhale. Make sure that the backs of your body, you're not sinking into your lower spine already. We're going to do that in just 1 second. So inhale, exhale. Begin to pull your tailbone towards your nose, tucking your spine, articulating slowly up to your shoulder blades, where your platform on your shoulder blades, and release back down with control. Exhale, lift, inhale, back down, and exhale. Go as far as you can without rounding your shoulders in. You don't want to do this to get up. You want to make sure that everything from your shoulder blades down is moving, but everything from the tips of your shoulder blades up is staying stable at this time. 1 more. And release. Take your right foot out. Reach for the foot bar. straighten your leg, take your left foot out, bend your knees in, peg your straps, go ahead and come up. We are going to be moving into stomach massage. To begin stomach massage, there are 3 to 4 springs on the reformer. I am going to be using the arc barrel today as tactile cueing for whether or not my hips are rocking and to make sure that I'm pushing up equally on both legs or grounding my hips properly. Take your sticky mat, place it at the end of your reformer. You should be a hand's width from the end of your reformer when you sit down for stomach massage. I like to place my hand at the end. I like to bring my sticky mat so that my hand's width does not have a sticky mat under, but from my thumb back, it does have the sticky mat. So my sticky mat from here back, from here forward is just carriage. The arc barrel has the 3 spaces. I like to put my arc barrel with the last space over the shoulder blocks, but perhaps you like a little bit more room, you can put the middle space. I like a little bit more hip stretch. So, go ahead and hand, bring your leg over the reformer, sit down on your sit bones, adjust so that you're a hand's width back, bring one foot up and the other, Pilates V, heels together, toes apart, round forward in a C-shaped curve, looking in at your belly button, pulling your belly button back to your spine. Bring your fingertips around so they're pressing in to the front of the carriage, but you're not breaking your wrist to do it. Bring your shoulder blades up, back, and down. Press out on 1, straight legs. Drop your heels under on 2. Oop, I'm not centered, so I'm going to center myself real fast. Raise on 3, pull in on 4. Press out 1, lower, 2, 3, 4. Press 1, lower, 2, 3. An easy way to tell if you are centered is you take a look down and the center of your legs, when you press out or bend into the frog type position, will be right, you should be centered right over the middle spring. Let's go ahead and do one more. Just going to bring our arms around. If you have the arc barrel, place your hands down, squeeze your elbows into the arc barrel, and bring your upper thoracic or upper back into a slight back bend without flaring your ribs. If you do not have the arc barrel, bring your hands behind you to the shoulder blocks. Come into an upper thoracic or upper back extension. Same 4 count position. We're going to push out on 1. Don't sink into your lower back. Here's 2. Don't flare your ribs. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze everything together. And squeeze. Lower. Lift. Come in. Squeeze. Squeeze your elbows in to the arc barrel if you have one. Opening up your chest. Make sure your hips are staying stable against the stomach, or against the arc barrel, doing stomach massage. We're going to reach down, take a spring up. Go ahead and reach forward. We're just going to push out and pull in a diagonal upper body position. So push out on 1, reaching forward to where the ceiling meets the wall, and pull in. 2, make your diagonal longer, and pull in. Here's 3, belly button to spine. Bring your neck in alignment with the rest of your spine. Make sure your ribs are flaring. 2 more. 7 and 8. The twist on the stomach massage is my favorite exercise to use the arc barrel for, because you can make sure that your hips aren't rocking as you twist. The twist should come basically from your belly button up, but the lower, below the belly button should remain stable. So arms straight out in front of you, sitting straight on your sit bones. Push out your legs straight. Rotate to the right without rocking your hips. And come back to center. And rotate. Growing taller. Don't let your arm come behind you. It should remain slightly in front of your body. Your eyes should follow your hand that's moving. One more. Okay. Coming in. Separate your feet. Wide on the foot bar so that you're on the arches. Go ahead and grab in the middle. Press out and fold over your legs looking into the well. Go ahead and bend your knees. Place both feet on the floor. Hold onto the foot bar. Stand up. Bring one leg over and then remove your hands. Take whatever props you might have off of the carriage. We're going to be moving into the long stretch series. So let's go ahead and raise our headrest and 2 springs on the carriage. If you would like a challenge in long stretch, go ahead and just have 1 spring on. We'll go ahead and add the other spring before down stretch. To get onto the carriage, we're going to place a hand on the foot bar, other hand on the foot bar. Bring your knee up, place it into the headrest, straighten your leg, lift your other leg up and around the shoulder block. Bring your feet in the middle and do a Pilates feet in the headrest. Squeeze everything up and in. Don't dump out the front. Make sure you're still drawing your warm belly button, your warm marble and your belly button back to your spine. Bring your shoulder blades flat. Push out on one. And pull everything back over. Your shoulders over your wrists up. Push and the less weight you have, your ability to push very far will be hindered. 1 spring is extremely challenging. 5. Make sure you're squeezing your inner thighs together. Drawing your abdominals up and in. 6. Go ahead and pull the carriage into the bumper. Bring your knees down. Separate your feet. Tuck your toes so that your feet are in front of your shoulder rest. We're going into down stretch. Bring your hips forward, squeezing your glutes, your inner thighs, hamstrings. Roll your shoulders back and down. Push back, coming over your knees quickly, and pull back up. It's as if you're sliding. Pull your abs up and in, down and up, around fishbowl. Your ribs should still be knit together as if you're wearing a corset. Don't crank your neck one way or the other. And 6. Go ahead and bring your knees slightly forward. Hike at your hips. Coming up to your toes. Flatten your feet in front of the shoulder blocks. Your weight should be equally distributed from the ball behind your big toe, ball of foot behind the big toe, ball of foot behind the little toe, and the heel. Raise your toes so you're not gripping. Pull up from the belly button into a C-shaped curve. Ears should be between your biceps. Pull them away from your ears. Exhale, drawing that marble deep. Push out with your glutes and hamstrings and pull back under with your lower abdominals. It will be a small movement. You should not lose the curve in your back. Deepen your curve. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9. Equal weight between your hands and your feet. 10. Go ahead and drop your knees. Sit down and come off of your reformer. We are going to go into a side oblique series on the short box. So go ahead, drop our foot bar. We're going to go ahead and drop my headrest again. We're going to put all of our springs on. Bring up our safety strap and make sure it's attached for safety. We take our box, place it in the middle of our reformer, sit on the edge, bring your right foot under the strap. Your left shin should come to the front of the box so it's parallel. Create some tension in your strap. Go ahead and place your hands behind your head, thumbs long down your neck. Come into a diagonal from your foot all the way up. We're going to do a slight rib shift. We're going to shift a rib down an inch and lift him an inch. Just our ribs. Here's 3, 4. Check on your lower abdominals. They should be pooched down. 7. You should still be maintaining control on them. 9, 10. Go ahead and use your obliques to curl back up. Take a quick breath. Arms out to a T. Create some tension in your strap. Come to a diagonal. We're going to dip our body down into the well and come back up to only our diagonal. Down to the well, up to the diagonal. Whoop. Here's 3, 4. Check on your ribs. Make sure you're not flaring them. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up to the diagonal and use your obliques to come up. Place your right hand across your left knee, palm up to the ceiling. Reach for the foot bar. Only 2 exercises left, guys. We're going to come back up, hand in our head again, our head in our hands again. Make sure you're not pushing back so you're popping your ribs. Bring everything down together, maintaining your shoulders over your hips. And now you're going to take it on the diagonal. We are going to stay from this diagonal position and curl our elbow to the foot bar. And come back down to diagonal. Here's 2. Here's 3. Make sure you're not flaring your ribs. 4. Make sure you're breathing. 5. Here's 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Complete the move by coming back to the diagonal and then coming all the way up. Go ahead and shake it out real fast. For the next one, we're going to bring our arms out to a T. Come onto the diagonal. We're just going to do a slight twist from the upper spine up, trying to maintain our lower body position. When we twist, we're not twisting all the way over, moving our hips. Our hips are staying stable where they are. Arms out to a T. Create some tension. Come to your side diagonal. Rotate to the well. And come back to the side. And 2. It's as if you're wringing out your lungs. 3. And 4. And 5. And now sit back up. Right hand across your left knee. Palm facing up to the ceiling. Reaching for the foot bar. Go ahead and release your right foot from your strap. Place your left foot flat on the carriage, taking your right leg and placing it across your knee above your ankle so your ankle does not sickle. Place your hands, arms behind, fingertips pushing in to the box like they were in the first exercise on the stomach massage, and lean forward on a diagonal like the second exercise in stomach massage, or third, for a deep hip flexor stretch. Go ahead and release. We're going to go ahead and go to the other side, guys. Place your left foot under the foot strap, right shin parallel with the box. Create some tension in the strap. Head in your hands, thumbs long down your neck. Come to the diagonal. We're going to rib shift. Go down and lift up 1 and 2. Check on your lower abs. 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulders down your back. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Squeeze your legs, come up all the way. Release your arms momentarily. Come out to a T. Create tension in your strap of your foot. Come to the diagonal. We're going to lower into the well and lift only back up to the diagonal and lower. Check on your ribs. Take a look down. Make sure they're not flaring. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come to diagonal. Sit up all the way. Take your left hand with the palm up, placed across your right knee, and reach over towards the foot bar with your right hand. Take a deep breath. Final 2 exercises in this series. Having your hands thumb long down your neck. Create some tension in the strap. Come to your diagonal. We're going to curl up in the side oblique crunch. Bringing our elbow to the foot bar. Don't lose tension in your strap like I just did, and come back down. When you lose tension, it's going to show that you've lost your momentum, that you're using momentum to swing yourself up. We want to use our muscle control as opposed to just swinging ourselves up through space. 3 more. 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Come back to the diagonal and crunch your obliques to come up. Release your foot. Shake yourself out real fast. 1 more, guys. It's just the upper spinal thoracic twist and coming back to center, maintaining our hip stability. Arms out to a T. Create the tension. Come to the side diagonal. Rotate to the well and rotate back. And 2. Run your belly button to your spine as you rotate. Here's 3. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And 1 more. Come back to the center. Sit up. Take your right hand, palm up, across your right knee. And bring your right hand over your body towards the foot bar. Go ahead and come to the center. Release your foot from under the strap. Cross your left, above your left ankle on your shin, across your right knee. Sit straight up. Bring your hands behind you on the box. Fingertips pressing in. Lean forward on the diagonal for a deep hip flexor stretch. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. Go ahead and release your leg. Step off the carriage with control. Remove the box. We are going to do standing side controls, 2 springs. If you are unable to get up on the carriage without holding on to the foot bar or a wall or a chair, please do not do this exercise series at home. So, the proper way to get up onto the carriage for standing side controls is to put your foot on the standing platform, raise yourself up, and then place your foot on the carriage. Our legs are parallel. We're going to bend our knees, bring our body forward on the diagonal, put a little bit more weight in our heels, bring our hands in the diamond shape to the flat of our sacrum, bring our ribs together, draw our belly button in, draw our shoulder blades down our back. With our carriage leg, we're going to push it straight and draw it back in, and chin. And 3, control both ways. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, and 8. Stopping right there, we're going to bend and straighten our standing legs. So straighten 1 and pull in with control. Here's 2. Here's 3 behind your spine. 4, One more. 8. Go ahead and stand up your straight legs. Arms out to a T, slightly in front of you. Press out. 1. And pull it back in with control. Don't tuck or tilt your pelvis. It should be straight down or straight line with the box of your body. Shoulders over hips, guys. When it comes back in, draw your abdominals up and in. You can place your hands on your hips to make sure that your pelvis is staying neutral. 6, 7, and 8. You can get off the carriage to do this. So, step one foot off the carriage, step your other foot off the standing platform, drop a spring. We're going to be doing inner thigh. Step your foot up on the standing platform, step your foot up onto the edge of the carriage, walk it out, arms to a T, neutral pelvis, press out wide on 1, and squeeze your inner thighs to bring it back in. Press out on 2. Maintain the stability in your body. Shoulders over hips. Draw your abdominals up and in. Bring your ribs together. Slide your shoulders down your back. 2 more. Here's 7. Make sure you're not tugging or tilting. Place your hands on your hips for the last one to double check. And 8. Squeeze everything back in together. Go ahead and walk your foot in. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Take your foot off the carriage. Step back to the floor. Take your foot off the standing platform. Before we go to the other side, go ahead and replace the spring that you removed for inner thigh. We're going to come to the other side. Foot up on standing platform. Stand up. Place your foot on the carriage next to the edge closest to the foot bar. Hinging forward at the hips, bending your knees. Putting more weight in your heels. Hands in a diamond shape flat on your sacrum. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your ribs together. Draw your abdominals in. Press out with your carriage foot for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. 6. You should be feeling your glutes. And 8. Draw your abdominals up, back, and in towards your spine. Now, straightening and bending your standing platform leg only. 1. And bend. 2. Bend. 3. You should not be shoving your foot into the middle. I understand it's kind of hard if you don't have a standing platform. 2 more. But let's try not to do that. And 8. Okay. Working on stability here. Standing straight up. Go ahead and check on your pelvis. Make sure it's down to the ground. You're not tilting it, and you're not tucking it towards your nose. Arms out to a T. Slightly in your periphery. Palms down. Arms, legs straight for 1. And pulling with control. Here's 2. 3. Keep breathing. 4. Don't bring your shoulders up to your ears. Bring them down your back. If you need to spiral up slightly to your pinky edge, put some more pressure there to engage your lats. Abdominals up and in. Drawing that marble towards your spine. And 8. Bring your foot off of the carriage first. Step back behind the reformer. Bring your foot off the standing platform. Drop a spring for inner thigh. Foot back up on the standing platform. Stand up. Place your foot on the carriage. Heel toe to bring your foot out. Still in parallel for inner thigh. Check on your pelvis. Make sure it's not tucked or tilted. Arms out to a T. Bring your legs out. And squeeze your inner thigh to come back in. And hands on the hips to check on your stability. Now that we're a little bit more tired. 2. Abdominals up and in the whole time. Don't come out so far. Like I can come out to here, but if I go out any further, I want to tilt my pelvis. So you want to go as far as you can without compromising the stability of your body. I'm going to check out to T. Spiral up to your pinky edge. Let's bring the shoulders away from the ears. Here's 7. And 8. On the 8th one, when you exhale to come in, strongly draw your abdominals up and in, knitting your ribs together. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Bring your foot back to the edge of the carriage. Bring your foot off the carriage, stepping behind the reformer. Bring your foot off the sandy platform. Okay, guys, we just have a few side bends with deep breath knee bends to do. So go ahead, bring your feet wide, turn down to a wide Pilates seat. Go ahead and bring your arms out to a T, palms over the ceiling. Don't flare your ribs to do it. Maintain the backs of your body. Bend your knees. We're going to bend over to the right. Come back up. Exhale to the left. And then come up. Try to maintain your hips in the same position. One more on each side. There you go, guys. And that will do it for our reformer with an emphasis on stabilization today. Thank you so much for joining me.